Acharyaji, one question which came up in the class today. uh, if you can explain the concept of body, mind, and soul using some example which is relevant to our students, either of a car or a horse chariot.
Very good, very good. This is a concept that is a Vedic concept where body and mind are my assets, my instruments, and I am their owner. And that me is called myself or my soul, my consciousness, or there are many terms for that. So that is distinctly different from body and mind. Indeed, when we do meditation, our attempt is to bring my mind calm, and then we are aware of something, is it not? We are aware of something, and that something is myself, my own consciousness, my own awareness. So that concept has been explained in the Vedas, in the Yajurveda 31st chapter, 34th chapter, 6th mantra. The mantra goes like Susayate Ashwanyo Yan Manusyan Niyate. What it means is, as if my mind is my Sarathi. Sarathi is a chauffeur, is a driver or charioteer, and he is Manushyan, all the human beings. Niyate, he goes, takes me around in the world. So as if my life is a journey where my mind is traversing and on a vehicle and taking me to all the places in the world. And the same analogy comes in Kathopanishad. Kathopanishad is very interesting. A young boy, about our, say, 7th grade and 8th grade, he had this question, many probing question. Then he goes to an acharya and he asks that. In the answer to his question, the acharya uses this analogy at length. So let me see if I can bring out that slide. You know, yeah. You know the analogy I mentioned, that I am a passenger on a chariot, my Atma, myself. Atma is passenger, and the driver, charioteer, is my mind, and this chariot traverses through the life journey. This is an analogy to explain. Comes from Yajurveda, then to Kathopanishad, then it has been there in Gita also. And in Gita, there is a dialogue between Krishna and Arjun, and in real battlefield, you know, Arjun is the warrior. He is very skilled in archery, but then he requests Krishna if he can be his charioteer. So here this is Krishna and Arjun in the battlefield, but just don't get confused as if this is that analogy in Kathopanishad. Then what is it? This is me, myself. Hmm? So for all of us, we can look at it as in the life we are traversing a non-stop journey. Whereas where I am the passenger and my mind is the driver, charioteer. And then these are the horses which run in the field, and they take them somewhere right turn, left turn, and all that, as is commanded by my mind, is it not? So mind here is, of course, he has a connectivity with his passenger. Like you board a taxi, you tell the taxi driver, I want to go there. And then you don't bother, you leave it to the driver. He will navigate and take you to the destination, is it not? So in the same manner, we as a human being, this our human body can be looked as a chariot, is it not? Where deep inside my skull, somewhere in a corner, I am sitting and I am the passenger, And very close to me in my brain, within deep inside the brain, there is a tiny hole, a cave, and in that cave, I am sitting deep inside, and very close to me is my mind. Is it not? And then this whole system, we walk and we play and we eat, all sorts of activities that we do can be viewed as this chariot is going here and there. So that is a way to explain that we are all born with a very powerful mind. This mind of ours never gets old, never loses his strength, and he has the control, including all these ropes, that is to rein all these very powerful horses, you know, our hands, our feet, our eyes, ears. These are like our fast moving horses. They take us around all places in the world, but they are under the control of mind. If mind doesn't control, like I am speaking to you, if your mind goes elsewhere, then they are distraction. Then you miss out some words I have spoken to you, is it not? So this mind is very, you have to tell your mind, you are the passenger, you are the giving command to him. You tell him, look, these few minutes I am attending Naitik Shiksha session and you remain focused here. Don't go here or there. So if your mind has understood your command, then he will keep the horses in control. Then there will be no distractions, is it not? If you don't tell your mind properly, then the horses go haywire. And then you are sitting in a class, but your mind is going elsewhere, is it not? So this is an analogy to explain that how we should live in harmony properly. Harmony between me and my mind, and between my mind and the horses, is it not? So this is an analogy to explain that these are the kind of my body organs, this is my mind, and this is me, myself, or my soul. So he, the driver, takes the decision going right turn, left turn, going at full speed or at high speed. All these decisions are taken care of here, but he just gives him the command, and this is also, we call it a buddhi and discriminative ability, which we all have very powerful buddhi, is it not? And we need that knowledge, the good knowledge from your regular schools, from your Sanskriti school, so that that is kind of fuel. So if you like it, you can look at it as a modern vehicle also. So you are sitting in the passenger seat, there is a driver driving your car who has a control in the steering that decides the direction where the car will go, and then his feet are on brake and accelerator that determines at what speed he will be going. And sometimes he decides to stop at some places, is it not? So all the controls are with him, and then the wheels of the car are like these horses, is it not? It moves very fast, but he has the full authority. He has the full power to control the wheels, just like to control the horses. A very good analogy which comes from the Vedas and Upanishads, and then is also in the Gita, to explain that we are at the control of our own life. We can control our life journey, and finally, our mind knows it, that my passenger, who is my owner, who is my master, actually wants to be away from pain and suffering and wants to have joy and happiness, is it not? That's why our mind always suggests what are the new possibilities to feel joy and happiness in our life. What new things I want to eat, new places I want to go to. So your mind comes up with all these suggestions. Very good question from our seventh, eighth graders, and I think I have answered to my best.